Hey guys, Sauce here. Today I'm going to be showing you a strategy for soloing Hyperius. You can also apply some of the aspects of this strategy to co-op and other character classes as well. So the items you're going to need are basically the casual Flakker. The ×5 version is the better version. There's also a ×3. It's not as good. I really recommend the ×3 if you have one. This one drops from Warrior. You're going to need a Beast Shield, which drops from Hunter Hellquist, a Slayer of Terramorphous class mod, which drops from Terramorphous, some Transfusion Grenades, and a Vitality Relic. I have here as some side weapons the Moxie Good Touch and Bad Touch, just in case I get too low on health. If you didn't already know, these weapons, when you burn or corrode an enemy, they actually heal you, and the healing is amplified by the Beast Shield, which is going to be fantastic for this battle. My build here is Rampage Brawn. Most of my points going into Rampage, some points going into Brawn for speed and health regen, and I'm not going to be using my badass bonus stats. So how does this work? Basically, you're going to flak the hell out of Hyperius. And the reason why I'm using a Flakker as opposed to, say, a conference call is because, as you can see right now, Hyperius has a shield around him. And if I were to shoot a conference call at him, all those bullets would be bouncing off me. But as you can see, the Flakker, the bullets don't bounce back. And because of that, I can just keep damaging him as he walks around slowly on the battlefield. Did I say around twice there? Anyway. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is these bots here that are shooting you. You can get rid of them preemptively using corrosion. However, doing this solo, I don't really recommend doing that, because if you get rid of all the robots, what's going to happen is Hyperius is going to go into some Super Mario mode and start jumping around trying to squash you. And he also gets more powerful every single time he decides to do his arena encompassing attack. And eventually, using this particular strategy, you're not going to be able to take some of his final attacks. You're just going to go down. So I suggest that you leave at least one of these bots alive if you choose to kill them preemptively. Another thing that you'll notice is that while I'm flacking him and he does his attack, as soon as the first one is done, I go into Gunzerking mode. The reason why I do that is because I can gain some of my HP back right away, instead of losing a lot of it, and possibly dying. Ooh, that was bad. Just as a note, you don't even have to kill these bots. You can actually just kill Hyperius, but when Hyperius's health gets to around 20% or so, he's going to go into that stronger version that I talked about earlier, regardless if the bots are alive or not. So here you go again, attack, take a hit, Gunzerk, and you're safe. Now, those brawn points, the skill points that I put into the brawn tree are really helping here, because I'm basically running around really quickly. And as you notice there, I'm not sure, with the Flakker you can also shoot down some of these missiles that the bots are shooting at you. So you can see right there, you don't even have to aim that much really. This is a slow strategy. Ever since the B nerf, bosses have been taking a little bit longer to do, but I think the B nerf was necessary to make things a little bit more interesting. And because of the B nerf, actually, the Flakker now has become, you know, a viable weapon. Before, people thought it was crap. Now it's actually useful. if you're wondering where I got the idea to use a Flakker, basically I was doing the Torg DLCs, and I thought, what better way to do the DLCs than to use double Flakkers throughout? And I started using double Flakker for everything. And I came up with this strategy by accident. For some of you who are having trouble with Guy or Pete the Invincible in the new DLC, this Flakker strategy also works, though a little bit differently. Another reason why I'm using Flakker is because, as you can see, the fire rate is kind of slow, but it does a decent amount of damage. If I was using conference calls, for example, I'd be out of ammo by now, even if I had maximum ammo regen. So, the great thing about the Flakker is that you don't use that much ammo. Ooh. I Gunzerked at the wrong time there, but I was still able to stay alive. Alternatively, if you have the Neogenator shield, which gives you a big boost in HP and health regen, you can use that, but this flacking will take significantly longer. You can also use the evolution shield if you have enough crystals to buy one. Now, if you're doing this in co-op, it's actually a little bit easier. In co-op, what you have your co-op partners do is that you have them basically distract these bots, and you have them kill all the bots except one, and any Gunzerkers on the team, or any players in fact with Flakkers, can just continuously hit Hyperius, and he'll go down actually much faster. Again, attack, and then Gunzerker. Now, just as a side note, this isn't the best strategy in the world. As you can see, it takes, a little bit of time to do. But it's a simple strategy. It doesn't require too many different items, too many different special requirements. So. See those. I got hit twice. Should try to avoid rockets better than me, because if you don't, your B shield will not be fully charged and it will take you longer. So now I've run out a little bit of ammo, so I'm gonna just go around and charge my ammo. It's a great thing about the Gunzerker. Don't need to buy ammo. Recharges quite quickly. You could shoot him every now and then, I guess, but I choose not to, so that I can recharge a little bit faster. You can also, during that time, decide to maybe shoot some of these things. Now, probably you're thinking, why are you only shooting him once? The reason why I'm doing that is, you can see a little meter on the bottom with a skull on it. So every 3 seconds, what happens is that when I shoot something, I can reduce my cooldown by 3 seconds. So, and also, I was regenning ammo. So now that I have about, almost 170, I'll just go crazy again. Disabled all its bots. And Gunzerker. Alternatively, if you can get some of the robots at a very large distance, between Hyperius and one of the bots, then you can kill the rest of these robots here, so leave one. The reason why I'm not leaving one right now is because, as you can see, they're pretty close to Hyperius, sticking really near him, and if I kill off all of them, Hyperius is going to go into a Super Mario mode, and I don't want that right now. Again, as I said before, if you're in co-op, you can get one of your co-op partners to actually distract one of the robots and have it move a great distance, so you can just concentrate on Hyperius. So we're almost at the point where Hyperius is going to go crazy. At this point, I actually may decide to switch shields and not use the B when he goes into that mode, because it might help me survive a little bit. You could keep using the B, but I think it's going to be pretty tough to do so without some support from a siren. Ooh, okay, so he's gone into his mode there. So, I'm still able to... Ooh, I almost took a hit from that rocket. So right now I'll probably use my Evo shield. The Neogenator shield is quite similar, so I can use either one. And there we go. Hyperius is done. Let's kill off this little bot here. So, it's a little bit long, a little bit lengthy, but, you know, it's a hard boss, and you're soloing it, so... unfortunately, you can't solo Hyperius in, like, 2 seconds like you could before, but... it's a fairly balanced battle, in my opinion, now, with the exception of the loot, of course. As you can see, the loot is shit, but... you do get some Seraph crystals from it. So good luck.